Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
It's time for our tale of the tape. And it's Nigel the Dark Destroyer Ben. He comes in at 177 centimeters tall with a 185 centimeter reach. And he'll be facing the Marvel, Sergio Martinez. At the middleweight limit, 160 pounds, he stands 5 foot 8 inches tall, and his southpaw stance should cause a lot of problems.
Todd, this is well anticipated. I'm so looking forward to this tear-up. These two are really up for it. You know what? Nobody believes they're going to lose.
And it's Nigel the Dark Destroyer Ben. And when you talk about legendary fighters from England, this man has to... Sergio Maravilla Martinez. This future Hall of Famer who fights out of Buenos Aires...
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from London, England, here is a middleweight and super middleweight champion of the world.
Lots of hype as they will fight into the night. We're outdoors for this big main event.
The fans are getting desperate. They want to get involved in this fight. And now the action's about to begin.
No doubt about it. This was the... We're expecting an all-out offensive display. They're both trying for a knockout. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. It's fight night, and as you can see, it is night as we fight under the stars for this big, highly anticipated main event.
It's been a long, long day, Todd. They've been drinking, they've been out in the sun, they've been having a good time. But this is what they've been waiting for. This crowd can be very unpredictable. And by the sense of it, it's night time now. They're waiting for the big fight. There's a lot of pressure on these fighters' shoulders to get that job done out before.
Good counter punching. Nice counter shot. Nigel Ben down. Can you believe it? I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Talk about Ben in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
You're way better than that guy. You've let him back into the fight. Great round, now relax. Good work out there, the job's work. Get your boxing back together and get back out there and win the round.
Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great round.
Now it's going to be a tougher fight because he's going to be confident. I want you to go back out there and take his confidence away. Go out, and in the first minute, stick him in the end of your jab, and then start gathering your pace.
Sounds beautiful. That's it. Start sticking in a few body shots in there.
And stop him in his tracks. I need you to focus on what you're doing.
Relax now. I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time.
Other than that, kid, just go back out there and get behind the basics.
That's it. He's ready to go, but you've got to be smart.
And there's the bell for round 2. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Maybe I'm crazy, Johnny, but this slugger's game plan appears to be hit me in the face as many times as you want, and right when you get tired of it, I'm going to catch you with a counter and knock you out.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare. They will stay in your face, not give you a breather, not step back when you think, all right, let's have a breather. They want to get stuck right in.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Misses with the straight left. Neither fighter willing to slow down. The courage on display here is incredible. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And
Let's get it started in round 3. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. Left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. Timing beats speed, speed beats power. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Ben in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Back at it in round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Nobody home with that hook. What do you think of what we've seen? Did you see that? Martinez forced to step back. He's on wobbly legs. Let's watch that again, replay from a different angle.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, you okay?
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Off the charts action from both of these fighters. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Martinez in that last round. And there's the bell to start round 5. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head through.
One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That right uppercut misses. They blocked the left there. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about being in that last round. Boy,
You completely...
and there's the bell to start round 6. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable at middleweight.
Oh, and that one really got Martinez good. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nigel Benn overwhelmed with power, and down he goes. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
Where did...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Oh, what a shot! What a shot! You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.